I thank the Almighty and my parents for this wonderful day. We have the great pleasure in welcoming and thanking our President, Mr. Luis Figo, for this press meet. Needless to say, he has been our strong support and guidance from the beginning. Thanks for your visit, Mr. Figo. We are really grateful to you. I also welcome and thank the most famous Mr. Hicks and captain of the last season's winners team. And you should have seen the way in which he played futsal. It was amazing. As you all know, this is the first time the Premier Futsal League has brought the great legends of football and futsal and our local talents together to play this sport. And I personally, on behalf of my team, I thank Mr. Gibbs. Also, I welcome and thank Mr. Falcao, the greatest player ever of futsal. He is also called the Pele of futsal. And you should have seen his skills. Marvelous. And my team, in charge, Mr. Dinesh, informed me that they were very happy that Mr. Falcao has also become our vice president of this league. This is very important for us. We have a great player, Mr. Figo, as our president football, and Mr. Falcao, the greatest player of the world in futsal, to be our vice president. We are really fortunate. I'm sure this goes to say how serious we are about this sport. As the chairman of this Premier League, Futsal League, and also anchor and promoter investor of this sport, I'm really happy and delighted because this country is seeing a structured, short version game that is futsal. Now, futsal is becoming very famous, particularly in India, among the youngsters, because it is skillful, very fast, and you need to be really intelligent. And even in our last season, when we had our boot camp, grassroots young talents in India participated, and of course they performed extremely well alongside the great players of football and futsal. I also welcome and thank my wife, who is literally behind this league, and my team members who are the real promoters who came with that idea of futsal, Mr. Dinesh, Nitya, and Abhinandan. As I always say, success is measured by others, whereas satisfaction is measured by your mind, soul, and heart. The starting of futsal is a passion for us. And when this team came to me with the idea of futsal, being a footballer in my younger days, I felt this futsal is the most suitable game sport for our country, which will also be supplement the efforts of the government, because the government is promoting the skill in India. And it requires less infrastructure. Thereby, this country can promote futsal in a bigger format. My dear friends, in the first season, it was a complete testing for us. There were obstacles. I always say the obstacles can become a fright. So long as you take off your eyes from the goal. But then as a team, we are very, very clear and committed what is our long-term goal. The press always asks me, what is your return? That's why I said, the amount of satisfaction, the passion we derived out of this futsal being brought into India, particularly in the first season, was tremendous. And we are willing to wait. Because we are confident this sports has to be very successful. For example, in our first season, it was a surprise to see in the stadiums more women to watch this game. And it is going to be a great success in the future. And as a logistics person, my core business is logistics. I have entered into one of the country's biggest joint venture with the Kerry Group, which is more than a 20 billion group. They are number one in China with all types of business. We are planning to take this game internationally because fortunately the futsal is not only a local game but also an international game, multinational game. More and more international broadcasters have come forward in order to telecast this futsal. And you will see this season, you will have more and more telecasts all over the world. And I would like to read this for the press, and before that, I should really thank and grateful to the press and media, because when we had our press meets in the beginning for our first season, they were the people who came forward and said this is a new format and people have to support. And it was widely advertised and they helped us. But for them, we would not have been motivated to conduct the second season this fast. And we are also thankful to all the international futsal players and our football players, legends, for having come to India and extended all their support. And even today, some of the matches are watched by the youngsters in the Facebook. We are very happy about it. We are immensely proud that futsal is all set to break new ground and become bigger, better, and more engaging for upcoming high season 2 of Premier Futsal. During the first season of India's first entrepreneur-led sports startup, international football and futsal legends led 6 city-based team franchise. The legends participating in the tournament included Ronaldinho, Giggs, Paul Scholes, amongst others, playing futsal for the first time in Asia, along with the best futsal players from 11 international countries. We are all set to take the futsal action to the next level this year, creating new benchmarks with more cities, more legends, more matches, contributing to a wholesome sports experience in the Premier Futsal Season 2. Premier Futsal, on the back of successful inaugural season, emerged as an independent global property built and established in India with a strong following in international as well as Indian markets. The global viewership figures of the tournament were over 61 million. The tournament was broadcasted in United Kingdom, Middle East, Europe, South America, and Southeast Asia regions, generating a viewership of over 28 million. Football viewership growth in India has gone through the roof in the last few years, with Euro 2016 registering a 300% growth in viewership as compared to the previous edition. It is an excellent opportunity for an event such Premier Futsal to promote the sport at a time when there is an ever-increasing appetite for the sport in this country. Premier Futsal Season 2 will not only be instrumental in providing the sport with a much deserved recognition in India, but will also play the benchmark for privately organized tournaments in the global futsal ecosystem. In the government's vision to make India a world leader in sports, we hope that futsal will play a defining role in the making of the next generation of Indian sports stars in the new sport. We are thankful to the government of India for their support. Dear friends, we have designed our Season 2 in such a way to offer viable current and proposed positions to our stakeholders. We have put into our board eminent personalities in order to offer transparency to all our stakeholders. And you would see much better excitement and entertainment in the Season 2. This morning, we had an excellent meeting along with our football legends, with our sports minister, and he personally told me that he would support this futsal because it goes to the grassroots level of young Indian talents. Thanks for your support, and I'm sure we will do it well. And thanks for encouraging me, who have been working very, very hard the last 6 months after the first season to put things together to make it more professional and also in order to have a far-reaching consequences. And let us thank the grace of God. Thank you.